What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know the vibes. Central Ohio creators back in the building. Taking three vibes to Jet here. Ohio Keys in the building as always.
Yep.
And we got the QMan, Mr. 614, in the building with us today.
What up?
How we doing today?
Good, man.
Good, good.
Thank you for being here
Yes,
with us
sir.
today.
Yes, sir. Definitely an honor to have you for sure. I just want to ask, so where's the inspiration come from to really represent the city? It's one thing to be a creative person and, you know what I'm saying, put your voice out there, but like, what made you want to, put the city a part of your name? Like, what about the city?
Being from Columbus, I'm proud to be from here.
Mhm.
I'm a proud Hilltopper. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? West Side, baby.
Shout out to the
But,
Hilltop.
so always gonna put on for my city is love for all sides of the city.
For sure.
It's Big West first, but it's Columbus as a unit. You know what I'm saying? We need unity in the city.
Definitely.
I've been hearing West Side is the best side lately too. It's funny because coming up, I ain't really know too many West Siders like that, like that.
Yeah.
But
Second West Sider we've had in
yeah, but
here.
definitely been hearing that here
And
recently.
if you're from the West, you know. If
Yeah.
you're not, then most people don't be out West if they're not from out
Right,
West.
right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Tell us something, you know what I'm saying, about the West Side. What make the West Side memorable? You know, outside, you Hilltop too, so you was getting that real flavor of the West Side. So,
Yeah.
what's something that makes the West Side different from the other three?
Um, it's a lot. Uh, it's just growing up, the at least the community within the friendships and stuff like that. Things was always great, at least from my experience. Um, we had our troubles and traumas and stuff that we go through, just like everybody else.
For
But
sure.
it was we had some dope spots as far as like places to hoop at. You know what I'm saying? Places to go play football.
Okay.
I was a sports person,
Okay.
so just being in sports and really enjoying that, I feel like the West was the best side. But of course, there's people that's going to have their opinions, and everybody's entitled to it.
For sure. For sure.
Yes, growing a record label in Columbus, what was that? What is that like?
That's interesting. Just me and my brother Bizzo started Ink and Flow Recordings back in like early mid 2020. So it was like right after the pandemic hit. So we both, well, he was doing music way before I was. I really didn't start actually doing music and recording until I recorded my first song ever January of 2020 around my birthday.
Okay. Cool.
Um, so that was like right before the world really shut down for
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
But I got back into writing in 2019, and then from there I started off with poetry, and then from there progressed into like I've always wanted to do music. I wrote a couple songs back in like high school and stuff like that, but never recorded anything. And then went a nice little spurt without doing anything with the creative side of things. But yeah, it was something. He saw something in me, and I appreciate that because he pushed me to push my artistry.
Shout out to
The person that I
Bizzo.
Shout
am.
out to business.
Is that Big Brother?
That's it. Yeah.
That's Big
That's
Brother.
Big Brother.
Shout out to the big dog Bizzo,
Yeah,
man.
for
You
sure.
already know the vibes, Bizzo. We're gonna get you in here again too for sure, bro. But you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep that holding it down in the meantime. Go ahead,
Yeah. It's been interesting, especially learning the ins and outs and trying to learn those things. We still learning, of course,
bro.
being independent and not really having like full mentorship or nothing
Like
like that. We picking up on things and finding our way.
Okay.
Yeah. So you more R&B heavy too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the Columbus scene like for the R&B singers right now? Is there anybody you know what I'm saying you're a fan of their work as well? You feel like you lead the pack with it? Like what's the scene looking like for R&B in Columbus right now?
I think the Columbus scene for R&B is actually pretty dope. Um, it's a couple artists that I do actually rock with um, on the music side, R&B wise. Um, we also got another person that's part of the label. The first lady, Rakaya, she's an amazing artist, like all the way around. She's primarily R&B, but she can go toe to toe with the bars with just about anybody.
You said it's Rakaya?
Yes.
Okay, shout out to her. Shout out to her. Does she have like work out there we could go find?
She's in the middle of rebranding, so she got a couple records on features on our projects. She's on the Sky record from the Ancient Florida Mural project that we did, and then she's also on the Precision record on our 7 for 7 project. It was a joint project. Me and my brother Muff D, part of the label as well.
Nice.
We did, and she's a feature on that one.
All right. And you being so is it what's the exact title? Where you at exactly on the Ancient Flow? What exactly do you do within the label?
I'm one of the co-founders. Me
Okay.
and Biz, we founded it together.
Okay. So what's that like juggling both? You know, I know you say you're being independent too, so not really having like somebody to necessarily give you the blueprint kind of.
Yeah.
What's it been like, you know, being that high up, you know, that high ranking on the label and then still being an artist at the same time? Like what is that juggling both acts like?
It's interesting. I do quite a lot because I have the studio set up at my crib, so I do the engineering for pretty much all 6 of us.
Okay.
So
Sound engineer too. All right.
yeah, so
All right.
do a little engineering. We got 6 of us now, so we've been rocking for a while. We just added is me and Biz, co-founders, and we got Rakaya, John Sprees, pretty sure. Y'all might know Sprees. And then Muff D and SK Reek.
Okay.
And yeah, so I recorded a lot of all of our music.
Shouts out to
Especially
the
the last
Ancient
couple
Flow
years.
squad. They just named off the members right there.
Yeah, so with that, Spree's got a project coming up Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
we're gonna be on the lookout for that.
So yeah. But yeah, just being in that spot is fun because I get to see everything from multiple angles. Because I'm looking at things from the business side of it, also from an engineer, then also personal artist. Like, so it's plenty of levels and hats that wearing and getting to.
That's dope. That's dope. Different elements. You know what I'm saying? That's a mastermind, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you become a mastermind, like in the music sense,
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean? Just like get all different sides of it. You know what I mean? That's dope.
Okay, so can you tell us like the difference between like a family relationship and like the business relationship with you and business? Like how does that cross?
Yeah, like how do you separate?
Business
You know, that's your brother at the end of the day. Have you
Yeah.
guys grow up together as well?
Yeah.
So what is that like separating this my brother from this is my business partner?
When it's time to put the business hat on, we know, okay, it's business time. We sit down, have those conversations, and then any other time it's love either way.
For sure.
So,
For sure.
That's dope.
but yeah, when it's time to sit down and talk business and handle business, we get straight to that.
That's how it's supposed to get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we operate, right? Let's get straight to it.
Straight to the
Exactly.
point.
Um,
Are y'all like influenced by like other labels like a Top Dog Entertainment or Strange Music?
I personally Cole my favorite rapper.
okay.
So
J. Cole.
I love Dreamville, you know what I'm saying? TDE is definitely dope as hell too. Just because the caliber of artists from both of those labels is amazing. Just like the list is crazy. And we wanna be able to present ourselves eventually in that caliber and that classic.
Sure.
As far as being an artist, you know, and he's an artist in his own sense as well. What's it like when you guys collab? You know, does it feel like it's just my brother getting on the beat, or do it feel like, damn, I got Biz on the studio? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no,
Like,
it's competition.
yeah.
So it's definitely love there, and it all comes natural. That's why when he asked me to even do that, and I was so early into making music, I'd only made like 2, 3 songs when he at first asked me, but he pushed me like to push my artistry in a way that I wasn't even thinking that I would even reach where I'm at with it. So
That's dope.
it's definitely it's love there. It all comes supernatural, just from how long we've been rocking, and yeah, man, it's just dope.
For sure.
It's definitely a great feeling.
For sure.
Cause I know he's gonna come with some top tier bars, and I gotta try to keep up. So I turn that mode on, and I'm trying to compete when we on there, making sure we making good records together.
That's how you make a banger right there too. You can't come in the studio being too friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like at least not when it comes to the music too. You know what I mean?
Competition.
Y'all gotta be trying to push each other. You know what I mean on that track for sure. That's how you
Iron
do it.
sharpens iron.
That's
man.
it. That's it right there. Yes, sir. What else you got on there?
Would you say, do you believe Columbus has its own sound, or are you guys trying to help with like creating a Columbus sound?
I feel like Columbus is such a melting pot that whoever you are the sound of Columbus.
Yeah.
As long as you're not trying to be like some other specific artist from another place, like you are Columbus's sound. Like we are Columbus. It's different because I know, you can tell when somebody in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You can tell somebody from Texas. You can tell Detroit, Chicago. Like
Yeah.
they got like specific sounds. New York, they got their sound. Columbus, we got like a broad sound, and it's just as long as you authentically being yourself, that's really what counts the most.
That's all there is to it. Yeah, nah, I feel that because it's like a combination of just like everything. You know what I'm saying that we enjoy. Like there's no like, oh yeah, Columbus sound like that. You know, I don't really feel like we had it just yet, but I mean, we definitely got a lot of people out pumping some good music out. Nonetheless.
Sure.
So, and I mean, I guess you just gotta kind of like, how do you go about defining what is the sound? So how many artists do you gotta hear that sound similar before you be like, all right, that's what Columbus sound like? Like, how do we decide what other cities sound like?
Yeah.
And then how do we, for that same reason, why do we feel like we can't do that for our city yet?
I feel like there's so many influences of music that come from Ohio itself. Like Ohio has a lot of great legendary artists.
For sure.
So it's kind of tough to really put like Ohio sound in a box.
Right, I feel that.
Because we have the funk, we got the jazz, we got the blues, we got all types of levels of music, and it's kind of hard to put us in that box of a certain style of music. Because I mean, I know other cities and states and stuff, they do all types of music as well. But it's just, Ohio, we started that funk.
For sure. Most definitely.
It's that soul here.
Most definitely did. And I think that's kind of got a lot to do with it. Like, we were like the originators. Like, a lot of stuff came from here.
Yeah.
So it's like, a lot of the stuff you hear from these other places, that's what they know for. They heard it from us more than likely. You know what I mean?
They got some stuff from one of the artists from here.
Definitely.
And if it's the old school artists that paved the way, like, and then somebody from Bay Area was influenced by them, and now they picking up off of that, but their original influences from Ohio.
I feel that. Definitely. Plus, too, we got a lot of cities. We got multiple cities that's noteworthy. Whereas, like, a lot of states might have like that one major metro, but it's not like a lot of other cities that's like kind of adding to the sound of the state. It's like they just known for really that one city sound. Whereas with us, we got 4 different states you could go get some flavor from. Off the rip, I can name at least 4. So you know what I mean. I think that got something to do with it too.
For sure.
Now, as far as like artists that y'all have worked with already, we're gonna get into it a little bit more thorough about that 52 Weeks project here in a minute. But based off of the artists you guys have already worked with already, who's somebody that's still on that list, man? Now we gotta get a track with that. We'll hunt them down for you. You know what I'm saying? We'll hunt them down for you. So that's what we on.
I'm like,
Who's somebody you want to work with, or who's somebody that's really, you know what I'm saying? You see him cooking right now. Like, yeah, if I could get on the track with them, that'd be a good look. They definitely doing some good things right now.
I personally got some industry inspirations. So
Okay. Okay. Name one.
I would love to do records with Chris Brown, black female R&B artists like Kehlani and Kiana Lede. Eventually someone like Gideon too. Like that's
okay. Yeah. Maybe now some heavy hitters in R&B too.
From the city, I've done a couple. I got a lot of features that more so. I got more music that's features than solo records right now.
Nothing wrong with that.
I gotta get more solo stuff under my belt. But
are you currently working on a solo project? Or?
Yes, actually, I got like 2 that I'm working on. So I'll be working on so much stuff simultaneously that I gotta shift my focus and focus on getting one done instead of trying to multitask and get them both done at the same time.
Right.
I got like 2-3 projects that's supposed to be done that got a little bit of work left on them. We had the Untitled 2 project that was supposed to drop, and then had to reconfigure a couple things that gotta get that one figured back out. I have a project with one of my homies, Nightmare Jones. He's a producer from the West Side.
Okay.
So he fire.
Nightmare Jones.
Yes, sir. That one's gonna be my first like full like solo, just me, no features project that I do. I got another project that'll be coming up pretty soon with Juiceless J, producer that rock with Ancient.
You said it was Juiceless J?
Yes.
Okay, that's good for you. I gotta see what's up with that.
He actually produced the whole 7 for 7 project for us. So it's under the Ancient Flow Recordings. If you search that on any of the streaming platforms, it's everywhere. He produced that whole project for us.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure. And then I got the second one with him I gotta start getting together, but it's supposed to be something on the quick side. Like Tierra Whack did the one project where she had all minute or less tracks on there. And it's something like that. So I want to do a couple little quick bops and
something fun too.
Yeah, just something fun.
Short tracks are fun.
Yeah.
You can kind of just have more free range to just throw it out there, see if it's
just
hit.
a little quick creative.
Oh, they like that one. Maybe I might,
just show some versatility on it. Just experiment and do some different things.
For sure. You got Keith.
Alright, so my next question for you is something all Columbus people resonate with besides the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes get a lot of hate.
Did you watch the game yesterday?
I mean, for good reason though. It's like that with greatness. You know what I mean? It's real. You got to think about like what's something like Columbus is recognized for besides the Buckeyes. What's something that everybody be like, like you can go anywhere damn near and be like OH, and like people at least know what's going on.
Yeah.
Kids know what's going on.
That's
when you say
like,
that.
It's really. I feel like a lot of people. Columbus is a big place, but it's small at the same time. And like a lot of outside folks, kind of, I feel like they see us more as a college town.
We are
definitely.
We are a college
town. We kind of really are.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like one of our bigger associations. Of course, we got the Blue Jackets. They do their thing when the crew really actually get busy.
Yeah, the crew is nice. Yeah. Just had the All-Star game here this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, we got some major sports teams here. So it's really kind of more sports, but it's the culture of Columbus. Being in Columbus is different than anywhere you go.
Definitely.
I'm a frequent of Florida, so I'll be actually going down there like a month and a half for my birthday.
What part?
So, I end up all over, but we usually stay around like Orlando area. But my sister moved down to Miami a couple years back, so I always go down and visit her too.
You gotta
so,
go see that.
Yeah, so I'll be probably flying in there and then driving up, making the moves, play football. That's how me and Biz actually met through football. So yeah, it's been a wonderful journey.
Okay. Now, we still ain't get no answer though. So nothing outside the Buckeyes.
That's a tough. It's
What's something everybody can come up to say? Like, you can go in certain places, you know, they slang like, oh yeah, you go such and such. You know what I'm saying? What's something to come up to say?
We all say bro.
Yeah.
We all say bro.
We got that.
Bro.
It's a bunch of bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. Everybody here say that. Like the girls say that. Everybody say that.
You'll get broed in a hot second.
Real quick. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Columbus moment or like the city center, Easton, the last day of the fair?
Yeah, what's something, you know, I mean, and you could,
Childhood
I
moment.
definitely miss the city center for real.
Facts.
'Cause
what's something you remember from the West Side growing up that's no longer there?
Westland Mall.
I would say Westland Mall was definitely one of the spots we was at frequent. There was a little dollar movie theater that was right behind Westland Mall too. And they used to have 50-cent Tuesdays.
Ooh.
We was up there.
Good old days. Good old days right there.
Misbehaving as the youngsters, but it was all in the fun. You know what I'm saying? But
Harmless.
it was, yeah, that's some good food spots that we done had. And
I was gonna ask you that
out,
too.
man.
You got a favorite food spot out west? Let the good people of the city know. What's something they can only get over here on the west side, or a spot they gotta hit if they over there?
What's West right now?
Because West is coming up on the food tip. They've been slowly putting some good food spots more and more. Like Parsons been getting love and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a dope spot, some good food. It's a spot called Steph's Way.
Okay.
It's, I want to say, Town in Cypress by the library. It's a
Hilltop
little,
library.
it's down the bottoms.
Okay.
So it's like close to Glenwood that runs through between Broad and Sullivan.
Just Steph's Way. What they sell? What they specialize in?
They got a lot, man. The wings, fire. He got a jerk chicken Philly that's crazy.
That sound
He
crazy.
got some. he got some heat on the menu, and there's definitely love there.
So like is it like more of a soul food spot? What's they buy?
It's more so, yeah.
Okay.
He definitely got some good items on the menu.
Steph's Way.
And then it's another chicken spot.
Yeah,
It's not for sure.
definitely.
And there's another chicken spot that's west on Oakley and Sullivan. It's called Slapping Wings.
Okay.
They West Siders. You know what I'm
Slapping
saying?
Wings. Shout out to them.
They fire too. And then we got some good Mexican food out there. Los Primos on Sullivan and Clarendon. I don't know how to say the name of the other spot, but it's right off of Sullivan next to Wilson. It's like El Jaliense or something.
Okay.
But that's one of my favorite little spots to go. And it's kind of ducked a little bit, so.
Hey, giving you some food gems over
Yeah.
here, you know what I'm saying? Take a trip to the west side, go get you some grub, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the QMan, he telling you where to go. I know I'm gonna go see for sure by the Steps Way. That sound like that's it.
Steps is fire.
Yeah, so that's another one. Like, we big on the food line, you know, so we're gonna be adding that
I know
in.
you see this back pretty big. So I'm a foodie for real.
And I be telling Bobby like, don't let the slim and trim fool you. I eat you out of house and home. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So but what else? What is something else on there? I know we got a few little things we doing like for every guest. So we got a few questions. Matter of fact, where can they find you out on the socials?
IG, TikTok, all streaming platforms, music, everything. QMan 614.
You got a single you want them to go listen to? Go cop. What's the latest?
I say just check the whole project, the Ancient Flow the Mural project.
The mural.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
That
Also, too, I can't let you get away without talking about the 52-week project. Now, I know that's, Bizzo's thing, but you
Yeah.
definitely all over that joint,
Yeah.
If y'all, for the ones that don't know, they got a 52-week project going on right now. Shout out to Bizzo, you basically like the name on it. But
Yes, sir.
every week of the year, they've been dropping, a new single, smash hits left and right. Nobody in the city is doing anything like this right now. So definitely got to commend you on that, because I know you got a lot to do with that. And then
I
also,
definitely
too,
pushed him to make that move. I was telling him, like, bro, you got so many records, so much stuff that's unreleased. Like, we gotta get some of this stuff out.
got to,
And
man.
I finally was able to push him into doing it.
Yeah.
I've been trying for like the past 2 years to get him like, hey, we gotta get some stuff pushed out. And it was like this one the year to go ahead and get it done.
Yes, sir.
And we focused down on getting that all mapped out. And yeah, he's 47 weeks in right now.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we got 5 left.
straight,
Yeah.
yeah,
We got 5
47
left.
straight. Drop a single every week.
What's the one that dropped this week? Can you look up real quick? What's the one that dropped this week? Let's make sure everybody knows what's going on. Because nobody in the city is doing this. Like, regardless if you think every song is a banger, whatever the case, nobody's pumping out content like this, especially on the music tip. Like, something I definitely highly respect. Because
For sure.
we ain't getting it like this. You know what I'm saying? I came up, on the mixtape era. So,
Yeah.
Wayne, Gucci, them like some
Yeah.
guys that's in my top 5. Them guys gave us abundance.
Yes, sir.
They no shortage of music for you to listen to. So when I see people doing stuff like that, I definitely salute that, because it's not common anymore.
Nah, right.
You know what I mean? You got people who they either surprise drop, or they have you waiting a year or two for you to hear something else.
Facts.
He giving us something every week.
Yep, he dropped Bizzo dropped "Come and Get It" yesterday.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
come and get it. Was it just a solo track or
Solo
something?
track produced by Vino.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Shout out to Vino too, man.
All right now.
Yep.
Shout out to Vino. As I said, we got 5 weeks left on that. If you haven't heard anything off of it already, make sure you go get hit. All streaming platforms.
Yes, sir. All the records is on all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
I personally made a YouTube playlist, so if you search Bizzo 2024, and you should be able to find that playlist
Yes.
on YouTube.
I'm a
And
YouTube music guy, so that's
Yeah.
why I be listening to it.
So
and always get
I got a playlist with all the records on it.
Yeah.
So every week, every Friday, I'm adding a new record to it, and we keeping that joint updated and ready for everybody to listen.
Make sure y'all tap in. And real quick, hot take. Favorite songs off of the 52. We on week 49. You saying you still got 5 weeks. It might be something else new come out, but what's your favorite track of the year?
That's a good one.
And I know
That's a lot of them.
I know. I was gonna say that was a hot take. Just, you know what I'm saying? What come to mind?
It was one that had already dropped. It was the Sauce record. It was one that me, him, and Cuddy DJ did. It was when we was first starting out, like as a label. I was finally getting that done. We were supposed to. We did a Ancient Flow project that dropped on SoundCloud and YouTube.
Okay.
It was a little 5 record.
Little EP.
EP,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
And we were supposed to do a second one, and there was a couple records that ended up getting kind of just left there, and it's like, we gotta get these out. So we ended up throwing those on there. So that was one of the I liked. It was like, damn, I forgot about that low key. So it was.
What's something that you want to see from more Columbus creators here in the future? We just getting started. We're not planning on going anywhere. What's something that you have seen? And it could be like good thing, bad thing. It may be like, now I love what we're doing right now. It could be like, dang, if we were doing this, we would be even further. What's something that you would like to see from a lot more creators here in the second half of the decade?
Honestly, just more healthy collaboration. You know what I'm saying? That's always good, collaborating with other artists from the city and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You expose each other to each other's fan bases and stuff, and just really just helping each other out at the end of the day. It's always gonna be some competition everywhere, but let's just make it some constructive competition.
Let's make some shake.
Make
Yeah,
some
make
shake
something
that
work.
for me.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, you have like a top 10 favorite rappers or?
Top 10?
You can give me 5.
Yeah, let's go
You can
top
go
5.
For my top 10 favorite or top 5, I could do 5. I ain't gonna do a specific order, but definitely Cole in there, Luda in there, Wale, yeah, Kendrick.
Okay.
Sauce this one. Me not. I'm just
Hey, I'm sure you
nah,
can get there.
Let's say it. Cole, Kendrick, Wale, Luda, Wayne.
Wayne.
Can't leave Wayne out.
Nice.
Can't leave Wayne out.
That's a strong 5 right there. Strong 5.
People usually leave Luda out.
Man,
Yeah.
that's honestly one of my first like favorite rappers ever.
Mm-hmm.
Luda and Eminem was like my 2 first like top guys.
Word of Mouth,
Personally.
still one of my favorite albums ever.
Chicken beer, nah. Definitely.
Top 5 R&B. You big on R&B? We gotta hear it. I heard Chris Brown mention.
Yeah, Chris Brown is
I
my
know
favorite
he
like overall artist.
Yeah.
Like the man is so talented.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of respect for there, and like it's where I get a lot of inspiration from as an artist because he shows so much versatility, and that's something that I kind of pride myself on as well, just being versatile and being able to move in different genres, do different things with different types of beats, not being stuck on one particular sound.
Yeah.
And just being able to do a lot of things. So Chris is definitely one. R&B. I really like Kehlani. Kiana Lede, like I said previously. Some throwback, you got the Jodeci's and Crazy. Kels is that's a tough take, but he's definitely a hell of an artist. That's hella respect. I'll go with
Chris Brown, Kehlani. What was the one lady?
Kiana Lede.
To Jodeci and then Luther. That's decent right there. I like that. Yeah, it's good range. Old school, new school. Everything on that. That's a good little 5 right there. We haven't done a top 5 R&B yet, I think.
We haven't did that yet.
That's a good one.
What are your takes on the Kendrick and Drake?
Or just that new Kendrick album that just came out. Even that just dropped. You had Kendrick in the top 5.
Smoking, man.
It's his year. It's his year.
That man hot right now.
Yeah.
But that whole situation, I hope Drake decides to just play it cool and just stay his lane, and you know what I'm saying, and still be a great artist. Because at the end of the day, can't take away from the man's artistry.
You can.
He's still a great artist, but Doc killed him.
Yeah.
Personally,
I think it was over at 6:16.
I felt like it was over early too, and it just didn't. I don't think it worked in Drake's favor. He was trying.
Yeah,
I definitely commend him for not backing down. He didn't give up
He,
on the early tip.
I think he saw what it was going to be. He was like, I'm going to try to address everybody. Like, if you peep, his disses were like more just than Kendrick. It was more than just Kendrick.
Because it was more than just Kendrick
was
going
like,
at him at that point. Kendrick was, that's when like, Kendrick was like, he was like, I'm here.
Yeah.
But then you also had Rick Ross throwing in stuff and other people, like, everybody kind of throwing little jabs at him. So it's like, it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, it's the art of war in music, man.
Come with the territory.
For sure.
Yeah,
and when you're making those type of claims of being that top dog, you gotta be able to prove that.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
How did you feel when Coach stepped out?
I was mad as fuck. I was so salty, but then in hindsight, I'm like, okay,
It got personal.
I can respect it just because he got that. He was giving that heads up, like, hey, it's personal, so
Yeah.
you might not want to be a part of this. So he
Shout
was
out
like,
Schoolboy
respectfully,
Q.
I'm like, respectfully bowed down. I'm like, all right, I'm still mad he took the 7-minute drill down though.
Yeah,
that was
Could have kept the
that was
record
like-
up for us at
Could've
least.
kept
What was the point of posting
Could have kept the record up at
Yeah.
least.
Because you didn't prove anything by taking it down. It wasn't like anyone looks at you. I mean, granted, they might look at you different because you took it down.
Yeah.
If you would have kept it up there, it still would have been Kendrick versus Drake. Like, it wouldn't have been
Yeah.
like a big deal that you had
That's
that
why
song.
when you having your record up there, I don't feel like it sways
Yeah,
anything
it doesn't.
either way.
Yeah.
Even if you had to kind of like retract it or whatever and just kept the record up,
Mhm.
I mean, it's all in
Just
the sport.
music.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
The
His
sport of
artists
hip hop
was
started
rare.
off a battle.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hip hop started from the battle,
Yeah.
so it's
And it's not leading to, you know what I'm saying, nobody getting seriously hurt, nobody's
Right.
dying from this. It's just music.
That's music competition. Yeah.
That's what it is. They ain't even link up to shoot the fat and run the fade.
Yeah.
It's not that deep.
They ain't that deep at all.
You know they can make that happen. That's what they wanted to do.
I'm like, they can get a little celebrity match in.
That's
Shit,
it. Right.
if Tyson and Paul can do it, you know,
You
what
know
I'm
they
saying?
can do it.
Yeah.
And that'd be
They
my
can get
point.
that
It's
going.
like, man, that ain't happening. So it's like, it must not be that deep.
Yeah,
Or
that
it's
deep.
like, somebody don't want to get their ego hurt. You know what I'm saying? One or the other. But, you know,
Now I see Lil Wayne trying to step in.
yeah, Wayne was
Wayne
like,
caught
don't
some,
wait the beast.
Wayne caught some strife. He
Bought
caught some
stripes.
stripes.
Yeah. Birdman and Nicki, they bought that on themselves.
Yeah. He caught some stripes.
I mean,
so-
I respect it though for them standing up because they feel like Wayne's Wayne.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it. Like, it's Kendrick. I mean, I'm not saying that Kendrick doesn't deserve it over Wayne. I just feel like, yeah, Wayne should have got it, but hey, it's going to Kendrick, so there's no way I could be like, no, Kendrick does. I
I'm
mean,
like,
Kendrick.
ain't mad at it.
And Kendrick's
Yeah.
current.
Yeah.
Wayne doesn't have anything current that's really hitting like that. Like, it's still my guy, but it's like, I think the thing that does kind of suck with Wayne is he just hasn't aged well. Like, his music hasn't aged well. Like, he's still making good music, but it's like, it's completely different from the Wayne that we all grew up knowing and loving. Like, it's a completely different style person now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's not like it's bad music, but it's just different. It's not what's like the current style right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not really at the time what's hot right now. Kendrick, the current star. It makes sense to have Kendrick at the Super, especially after the year he just had. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot be mad that they picked him over Wayne. Maybe it's really good.
Man, he should be more mad at Rock Nation than Kendrick.
Maybe he might do it later. Next time they come to New Orleans. You know, Lord willing, they come back to New Orleans. He'll be older, so then he's even more legendary.
Yeah.
Do it then. You know what I mean?
That's when, like, I definitely give him respect for doing his he did his show down in New Orleans. Had it.
Yeah, Louisiana
Yeah.
tour. He did it all the time.
He did that joint. They
Hot
gave him the
Boys
key to the
reunion.
city.
Yeah.
Brought the Hot Boys back out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody squashed whatever was going on for the sake of the music, man. That's really the biggest part there.
That's what's
Because they got 20-year long outstanding beefs that was
Yeah.
within that group for everybody to come together on one stage.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
Like, those was real beats.
Yes.
Yeah, those was real
Like,
stuff going on. You got
Nigga
really,
really almost got hurt.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And y'all was
Jail time.
supposed to be
like-
his way,
Yeah.
doing time and come back out and still not rocking with each other. For them to be able to squash it for the sake of everybody, that was
It's a good look.
good look for sure.
Definitely good. That's what we want more of, man. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, the beat, as far as the music goes, is cool. We get that entertainment. You know, we get the thrill of who's gonna win. But ultimately, though, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, just making the amends, bro. We trying to move on good vibrations,
Right.
move with these high frequencies, so we can all be winning. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can do that is by, you know what I'm saying, collaborating, putting them, you know, the egos and disagreements
Put the egos to the
aside.
side.
Let's work, man. Let's work.
Let's work.
We hit up, bro. He pulled up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We here chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? And this serves both of us at the end of the day. That's what we about for everybody who comes through. Let's work. You know what I mean? So, again, we appreciate the time, brother. You already know the vibes. Anything else you want to let the folks know about before you get up out of here? Upcoming projects, shout outs to anybody, you know what I'm saying? Anything, bro. The floor is yours.
I want to give a shout out to the whole Ancient Flow team. It's all love. That's my motto, man. It's just all love. Definitely be on the lookout. I do plan on getting some things released within the next couple months, so updates and things about those will be coming shortly.
We got a project coming first quarter. Is that what we hear?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
You heard it here
I
first.
plan on trying to get something out by my birthday, January 7th. So
Okay, baby.
Okay.
So soon.
I'm looking for that for sure.
There it is, y'all. Thank you, man. 614, new project on the way, first quarter. Hey, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? We got that for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Anything else, Keith?
I just still appreciate you being here, bro.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, bro. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Hey, shout out to Bizzo, man. You already know.
Biz.
Like, you
It's
better.
all love, bro. We're going to catch up with you here soon, too, bro. You know what's going on. All right, y'all, till the next time. COC, we out.
Right in the middle, you feel me? I want to hear him. Turn my fucking mic on. Hold on.
Let him cook.
Turn that boy up.